I give the floor to Presidential Administration Spokesman on ATO-related issues, Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Yesterday, the Russian Federation made one more step in the information war against Ukraine. FSB of Russian Federation and Putin blamed Ukraine of provocations at the administrative border between Kherson Oblast and occupied Crimea, and also announced statements and threatening our state. And all yesterday's statement of Moscow are false. Ukraine didn't carry out any provocations in this region and in no other region. No chief intelligence officer was detained in Crimea, and this statement of Kremlin are made with a view to violate Minsk agreement to escalate the conflict in the east of Ukraine caused by Russian aggression. The president of Ukraine stressed that Russia has been financing and actively support terrorism for a long time in the territory of Ukraine, bringing it to the level of its state policy. Also, fake statements of Russian leadership were rejected by our partners from the United States of America. The Department of State of the United States and Ambassador Jeffrey Pyatt stated that there is no confirmation of Russian accusations, and they are grounded and they are rejected by Ukraine. That's why we call on our citizens to be vigilant. And now the events in the ATO area during the last 24 hours. And also the information about training in the territory of our state. In Lugansk area, tension continue at the front line near Popasna, Bakhmutska Highway, and Stanitsa Luganska. The enemy delivers fire during dark hours using small arms and grenade launchers. The enemy used mortars in Krymsky and Stanitsa Luganska. On the whole, in Lugansk area, the militants violated ceasefire 12 times. The Donetsk area, active military actions restarted near the Donetsk airport after during the daytime they made armed provocation near Pisky, and also late in the evening they used artillery and large caliber mortars near Opatna. In Avdiivka, the militants started the day with mortar shelling. Also, they used grenade launchers of different systems and small arms. And during the day, in Avdiivka production area, it was calm. Other areas of activity were Svetlodarska, Bulge, and northern suburbs of Gorlovka. On the whole, in the Donetsk area, there were 23 enemy shellings, half of which with the use of heavy weapons. The Mariupol area, for the first time in 2 weeks, the enemy didn't fire in Krasnogorovka, but they were active near Mariinka. Near 6 p.m., the militants started shelling of our positions with the use of grenade launchers and small arms. Then they brought some APCs and they fired with the use of APCs, and shelling stopped late in the evening. In the result of military actions, 2 children were wounded. These are children of 8 and 13 years. Also, some 3 houses were damaged.
And now the regions of the enemy's activities near Mariupol were Novotroitsk and the front line between Gnutovo and Shirokino towns. The fire was opened in dark time of the day. Also, at sunrise, the enemies launched more than 60 mines to defend on defenders of Talakivka. At the same time, near Vodyane, the enemies carried out strong artillery shelling of the ATO oppositions, and they launched more than 70 shells of 122 millimeters. Also, the mortar shelling of our positions near Shirokino were carried out. In general, yesterday, 32 shellings happened near Mariupol, and 6 out of them from heavy weaponry. There were 3 flights of drones in this area. During the last 24 hours, unfortunately, 1 Ukrainian serviceman was killed and 4 more were wounded. We express our condolences to the families of the serviceman. The losses of the main enemies are as follows. During August 8th and 9th, 5 occupants were killed and 16 more were wounded. The main intelligence department informs that the rotation of tactic battalion group of the paratroopers regiment number 331 was held. This regiment belongs to the military forces of Russian Federation and permanently is deployed near Kostroma. This detachment acts between Avdiivka and Mariinka. 1 more former militant came back to Ukraine, having made use of the SBU program. You are waited at home. Thus, he confirmed that this program is successfully operational. Also, Ukrainian law enforcers, jointly with Ukrainian military servicemen, expropriated illegal weapons and ammunition in the east of Ukraine, in Svatovo town in Lugansk Oblast. Thus, they expropriated grenades and shells of 5.45 millimeters. In Toretsk, also some weaponry was expropriated. These were grenades with charges. And 1 more arsenal was revealed near Kramatorsk. Ukrainian pilots, military pilots, continue their military exercises to raise the skills. The military exercises called the Sky Shield 2016 continues. Thus, our military aircrafts took off and landed from the automobile highways, Kiev Chop. In Donetsk region, military training for police were held in Volnovakha and Bakhmut. Also, the intelligence department informs that Russia sent support, technical support and supplies to the militants. Trucks had transported to Dakova and Debaltsevo 3 self-propelled artillery installations, Gvozdika 3 self-propelled artillery installations, Akasia, and 5 trucks with artillery ammunition. Then trucks went back to the Russian Federation. Now questions, please. Could you please explain more about tactical and strategic actions in response to the Russian Federation's president at the Crimean border? First of all, this was the raised awareness among our detachments and strengthened readiness to alarm, and of course we will strengthen our staff there.